we talked about Captain America now, and we kind of got off topic in that discussion for the longest time. So let's actually get on to 2012 movies that are coming out.
Like the Avengers and Spider-Man.
And also Batman.
Yeah, Batman and Ghost Rider's supposed to be coming out, but that's not a lot of.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, he's Batman. No, I guess Batman.
Okay.
He's one I'm really excited about.
Yeah, that's the one I'm really... other than Spider-Man, I'm extremely excited about it. I want to know more about Spider-Man before I get excited, but... Batman, I can already be excited because I already know they're going to do a great job, so at least I hope they do a great job.
Yeah.
I'm going to take all my common sense, throw it out the window, and they're doing a great job. Okay.
I'm really excited about Batman, mostly because well, the casting hasn't even come in yet. I mean, I'm pushing for the guy from Inception, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, to be the Riddler. If they do the Riddler, I mean, there's a bunch of people that could be the Riddler that I'd like, but I'd be interested to see what he does with it.
Well, I know who I want to be the Riddler, but he's not going to be the Riddler, so I'm not hoping, because it'd be like hoping I get $1 million tomorrow. It's just not going to happen.
Who is it?
The guy from Doctor Who.
Oh, yes. That's everyone's choice. Like, he was even, like, Christopher Nolan's choice.
Oh, he is? Then why don't they use
they were
it?
like, I remember, like, early, like, when they said, yeah, we're doing a Batman 3. They said, I remember reading an article that said, and their main choice is, and I clicked the link, and it was, like, the guy from Doctor Who.
Yeah, and I'm like, why don't they do that then? Because he would do a great job. Have you ever seen Doctor Who?
Yes, I think he's really witty. Like, the thing with just the way he talks.
Like, I mean, yes, he would be a silly kind of Riddler, but he would not be... I think they could do better than Jim Carrey-ish, because he can be sinister, he can be evilish.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that they could really play off with the Riddler. That, I mean, you could do the Joker, but nobody would like it. Is making... You know, the Riddler isn't the most serious villain in the world. If you look at almost every single Riddler picture in the world, he's smiling on the cover. Like, I mean, the Joker's forced to smile, but, you know... he's smiling, and he's just like, yeah, I'm that awesome.
Yeah. Also, another thing is, have you seen the Harry Potter movies?
I haven't. I've only seen bits and pieces of a couple of them.
Okay. Well, he was in the 4th Harry Potter movie.
He was?
Yes. David Tennant, I think his name is. He was in the 4th Harry Potter movie, and he played a villain in that movie, and he was good. He didn't get a lot of screen time. The reason he did not get a lot of screen time was because... his character was actually impostering another character, so the guy who was impostering actually got more screen time than him. He only got like the back ends of the movie. Like basically you meet his character, or basically he gets the end of the movie, and in the middle of the movie you introduce his character, and then at the very end you introduce that he's actually the bad guy of the entire book. But that little screen time he had was excellent.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good actor. I mean, I remember the first time I watched him, I was going to Canada, and I remember just turning on the TV because, you know, they don't have the same stations as in America, and I was just flipping through them, and I saw Doctor Who, and I was like, oh, I'll just watch this. And it was really interesting because the way he plays it off is, yeah, he's serious, yeah, he's there for a mission or whatever, but he has a lot of humor with him. Like, he meets Agatha Christie, the mystery author, and he's all like, yeah, you fooled me like 5 times. And then she looks at him, he's like, okay, maybe twice. And then she looks at him again, he's like, okay, you only fooled me once.
Yeah. Yeah, but, I mean, I want the Riddler in the movie too, but I'm kind of like on this bandwagon that I want so many villains because this is going to be their last one, that there's so many villains I want in this continuity. Because the 2 main ones I want, and we're not going to get both of them, unfortunately. I don't think. We might. They might pull the wool over our eyes, and they might use Catwoman and Riddler. It's possible.
Yes, Catwoman would be a great villain because, you know, Batman needs a love interest, and he just killed her off. So
now,
all right.
One of my comments when I did my thoughts on Batman Begins 3 was that Catwoman's too unrealistic to do her in Nolan's universe, and I'm going in my head, are you on crack? Are you understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth? So a cat burglar is too unrealistic. Then why do they exist?
No, that's like saying the Joker is a guy who wears clown makeup and runs around killing people. He's too unrealistic. You know, some people are into that stuff in the real world. Like, maybe not dressing up like clowns, but some people are that kind of psychotic that they will think they're like that kind of stuff. So I don't think a cat burglar is all that far off.
Well, the unrealistic nature of Catwoman is the fact that she dresses up like a cat. But essentially, she wears a cat suit, which is a tight leather suit. Not unrealistic. Okay? She wields a whip to get around. She wears it as a tail. Might be a little silly, but not that unrealistic. She climbs up walls to get into windows. That's what a cat burglar does. The only thing that really kind of screams ridiculous is the mask. And you can't really get past the mask, but if that's the only silly thing about the character, then people will understand and it won't be bad.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of Catwoman is not that far off. I mean, I think a reviewer, I forget who it was, the idea of a guy dressing up like a bat and saying, "Where are the other drugs going?" and, you know, talking like that, if you can get past that, I think you can get past a girl dressing up like a cat and breaking into windows. I mean, the idea of a guy dressing up as a crime fighter, as a bat, is a lot more far off than just a person jumping into windows in a black suit, stealing stuff.
Yeah, did you ever see the movie, or ever seen the TV show Leverage?
I had not.
Okay. If you ever get around to watching an episode, very good show, but there's a character in that show who wears black. She's a cat burglar, and she breaks through windows. And she's a female, and I was almost going through my head, okay, whoever said this comment about Catwoman's unrealistic, go watch Leverage and then tell me it's unrealistic. Because you give her a whip and put it around her waist and you put on a cat mask, that's Catwoman.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't look like Catwoman. She does not look like Selena Kyle. But other than that, the character really reminded me of Catwoman. And I just wanted to kind of mention that. And also, a Catwoman movie. I did a pitch of it. And the problem with a Catwoman movie is the fact that they don't want to do, like they take these characters, and they don't want to do movies based on what the character is. They want to do superhero movies. And Catwoman would be a great heist movie.
Yes, it would.
And then I'm hoping that now that they're doing a war movie, they're doing a science, like a epic science fiction movie, and they're doing a mythological movie. I'm hoping now, and they did a suspenseful thriller. Obviously, that was Batman. I'm hoping now that they've realized that comic book movies can be more than just comic book movies.
Yeah, I mean, comic book movies.
Yeah, well, let's talk about this for a minute. Like, everyone's saying they're not going to use anybody they were already used in media, and I'm like, first of all, who does that leave us? That leaves us characters nobody's heard of. Because when I heard people had...
Us Black Mask.
What?
It leaves us characters like Black Mask and the Ventriloquist and Mad Hatter, who, you know, like, people like Clayface, who arguably are well-known Batman villains, who aren't going to work well in a realistic setting.
Yeah. Well. Here's what it really leaves us is, and I know a lot about those. I know about those villains. I don't know a lot about a couple of them, but the thing that the thing that people have to realize is, first of all, is they want to make money. Okay, and even though yes, they're going off 2 films, they're not going to do the stupidest thing ever, because I heard that in Batman Begins, people had not heard of Ra's al Ghul and people had not heard of Scarecrow, and I'm like, how can you have not heard of those? And if people have not heard of those people, then people like Black Mask and Mad Hatter, like, I mean, if you're going to go with somebody, like, if you're not going to use anybody in media, they have to, I think they, by default, have to use Mad Hatter, just because, even though he might not be a well-known Batman villain, at least he's a well-known character.
Yeah, and that's true, because we just had that Alice in Wonderland movie earlier this year, and he was a darker Mad Hatter.
But the problem with that is, the biggest problem with that is you're going to have kids going in thinking that they're getting Mad Hatter, and you're going to have this sinister guy kidnapping children.
Kidnapping girl children and making them drink his tea.
Yes, which ultimately is kind of dark, and I don't think he would work for that reason because of the fact that I don't think they want the movie to be that dark. I mean, that's a little dark. I mean, yeah, getting back to how I want Catwoman in the movie, I don't know if you know this. In 2 weeks, you're gonna know this, and anybody watching this video, here's a spoiler. My favorite Batman villain of all time is Catwoman because, and like people might say that she's not a villain. Well, first of all, she has been a villain in comics, so she does qualify before anybody says she does not qualify. And second of all is, I like the fact that she isn't villainous. She isn't evil. She isn't doing anything that, I mean, she's a thief. We have these people who would blow up a bus to blow up a bus, and then we have Catwoman who is not that evil. Who actually, if I'm not mistaken, are you a big Batman reader? Do you read a lot of Batman?
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading 2 Batman titles right now.
Okay. I can swear I read somewhere a long time ago that Catwoman also has a motto that she doesn't kill. Is that true, or am I just...
Yeah, she doesn't kill. She has killed before. Like, she's killed the first Black Mask because he was a threat. I don't think she's like Batman where she, like, religiously she will not kill. But she's not going to, go to a street like the Joker and blow up a school just to blow up a school.
Well, I mean, like, let's say she's in a heist, and killing the guards would be easier. Would she do that?
I haven't seen that recently in the comics. I don't know if that happened because I haven't read every story. I'm leaning towards no, but there has been, adaptations like Batman Returns where she will kill people to, get where she needs to go.
Okay, but she is still a character with basically she doesn't kill. She kills when it is absolutely necessary, correct?
Yeah, like she will not, just go on the street and kill because you're in her way.
Yeah.
She'll probably disarm you or hurt you or something like that. Turns out
we
to be
don't
bad.
Really, so far, DC has only done Batman quality, and that for all of their good decisions, that might have been a fluke.
Yes, yeah. Well.
That might have been a fluke because remember what was before Batman Begins.
Don't remind me.
Yes, we had Batman Forever.
Well, I don't hate Batman Forever as much as...
I'm making a joke if you didn't get it.
Oh, yes.
Yes. We had Batman Forever because there isn't
That's something
anything...
I forgot. That's something I forgot when you asked me what I would do with absolute power. I would make it so that movie would never exist.
Well, hypothetically, if they ever did make a Batman movie with Bane, Poison Ivy, and Mr. Freeze, would you go see it?
No.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not even gonna see a movie with Mr. Freeze if they ever make Mr. Freeze again. I'm just that sad.
Yeah, I want to see Poison Ivy again, but...
Yeah, but I don't think Uma Thurman did a bad job. I just think her writing was terrible.
But, did you see Rewind Theater where he reviewed that movie?
No, I don't even know who Rewind Theater is. What does he do?
Oh no, SuperHero Rewind Theater.
Yeah. Yes. He was like in the beginning to Monker's apology, and he had all the toy commercials like, now that we've watched the whole movie together.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's why that movie sucks. It was just a toy commercial.
Yeah.
It was an hour and a half toy commercial.
Yeah.
Why
Hey. You know, in the director's cut, they actually have like price signs under like each new suit that happens. So like when Batgirl gets on her motorcycle, there's like $5.99 price under it.
That is hilarious. Yeah. But I mean, oh my God, I don't even yeah. I mean, like, I can watch the other three, but the one that has never existed and will never exist, I can't watch it for the simple fact that
it never existed, so we don't have to watch it.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.